On a chilly winter evening, Helen and her family moved into an old Victorian house. From the moment they stepped inside, Helen felt an inexplicable sense of unease. There was something about the house, an air of mystery that she couldn't quite put her finger on. As they settled into their new home, Helen's curiosity grew about the basement, which had been sealed off by the previous owners. What secrets lay hidden behind that closed door? It gnawed at her, urging her to uncover the truth. One stormy night, while the rain beat against the windows and the wind howled through the trees, Helen decided it was time to explore the enigmatic depths of the house. Armed with a flashlight and a mix of trepidation and excitement, she descended into the darkness of the basement. As Helen reached the bottom of the creaky staircase, a shiver ran down her spine. The basement was dimly lit, with dust-covered furniture and forgotten belongings scattered about. It felt like stepping into a forgotten time, frozen in the shadows. In her search for answers, Helen's attention was drawn to an old wooden table upon which sat a rusty key. It seemed to beckon to her, whispering of secrets to be revealed. With trembling hands, she picked it up, feeling its weight and the anticipation of what it might unlock. Her heart pounding, Helen turned towards a concealed door, hidden behind a wall of bricks. The key slid smoothly into the lock, and as she turned it, a sense of both excitement and apprehension washed over her. With a click, the door swung open, revealing the hidden chamber beyond. The air in the room was heavy, pregnant with the weight of forgotten stories. Helen stepped inside cautiously, her flashlight casting eerie shadows on the peeling wallpaper. The walls were adorned with faded photographs and mysterious symbols, whispering of a hidden past. In the center of the room stood a weathered wooden pedestal, upon which rested an old leather-bound book. It seemed to emanate an aura of mystery, as if it held answers to the questions that had plagued Helen since they moved in. As Helen's fingers grazed the cracked leather cover of the book, a surge of anticipation coursed through her veins. She could almost feel the weight of the untold stories and hidden secrets contained within its pages. With a mixture of curiosity and trepidation, she slowly opened the book, revealing faded ink and weathered parchment. As she delved into the pages, Helen discovered a series of handwritten notes, diary entries, and cryptic symbols. Each entry hinted at a hidden history, a tale waiting to be unraveled. The more she read, the more she became entwined in the web of intrigue that surrounded the house. Late into the night, Helen pored over the contents of the book, piecing together fragments of the past. She learned of the previous owners, a wealthy family who had mysteriously disappeared without a trace. Whispers of betrayal, hidden fortunes, and unrequited love filled the pages. As Helen's understanding deepened, she became consumed by the desire to uncover the truth. The house, once just a dwelling, now held the key to a captivating mystery. Her quest to uncover the secrets hidden within its walls became an obsession. Days turned into weeks, and Helen's dedication to her investigation grew. She explored every nook and cranny, searching for clues and unearthing forgotten artifacts. The more she discovered, the closer she felt to unraveling the enigma that shrouded the house. However, as Helen delved deeper into her quest, she began to notice strange occurrences. Whispered voices echoed through the empty rooms, shadows danced along the walls when she was alone, and a constant feeling of being watched consumed her. The house seemed to have a life of its own, as if it were trying to protect its secrets. Despite the growing unease, Helen pressed on, determined to uncover the truth at any cost. But little did she know that her relentless pursuit would awaken something far more sinister than she could have ever imagined. One fateful night, as Helen stood in the dimly lit basement, poring over a newly discovered diary, the ground beneath her trembled. The walls of the hidden chamber seemed to pulse with an unsettling energy. She felt a presence, an invisible force that sent a chill down her spine. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew through the room, extinguishing her flashlight. The basement plunged into darkness, leaving Helen vulnerable and disoriented. Panic surged within her, and her heart raced as she fumbled to relight her flashlight, but the darkness seemed impenetrable. In the pitch-black abyss, a voice, cold and haunting, whispered from the shadows, "You dare to unearth what was meant to be buried. Prepare to face the consequences of your curiosity." Fear gripped Helen's heart as the voice grew louder, surrounding her from all directions. She knew then that she had awakened something far more malevolent than she could have ever anticipated. The house, it seemed, was determined to protect its secrets at any cost. Helen's relentless pursuit led her through hidden passages and into a secret chamber adorned with ancient symbols. There, she discovered a journal revealing the house's dark history of occult rituals and a binding curse. Driven by her determination, Helen deciphered the instructions within the journal, preparing for a ritual to break the curse. Facing numerous obstacles, Helen gathered the required items and performed the ritual on the fateful night. As she chanted the incantation, a surge of energy filled the room, causing the house to tremble. With a blinding flash, the curse was broken, and a newfound sense of peace replaced the lingering darkness. As Helen stepped out of the hidden chamber, she sensed the house had transformed. The once oppressive atmosphere dissipated, leaving behind a renewed tranquility. She had successfully freed the house from the grip of darkness that had plagued it for so long. With a sigh of relief, Helen realized that her journey had come to an end. The house, now devoid of its malevolent presence, could finally become a sanctuary, a place of warmth and security for her and her family. The hidden basement, once a source of fear, had been conquered, and a new chapter awaited them in the restored house. And as Helen closed the door to the basement behind her, she knew that she had not only saved the house but also herself. The experience had taught her the power of perseverance and the importance of confronting one's fears. She carried the lessons with her, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that she had the strength to overcome them. The old Victorian house stood tall and imposing, its history shrouded in mystery. Sarah, a curious and adventurous soul, couldn't resist the allure of exploring the hidden corners of the house. One area, in particular, caught her attention: the cellar, which had remained locked and untouched for years. As Sarah settled into her new home, her fascination with the cellar grew. Rumors circulated among the townsfolk, hinting at long-lost treasures and forgotten secrets hidden within its depths. Determined to uncover the truth, she embarked on a journey to unlock the cellar's secrets. Late one moonlit night, armed with a set of antique keys, Sarah made her way down to the cellar. The heavy wooden door creaked open, revealing a vast underground chamber filled with dusty furniture and forgotten relics. The air was thick with anticipation as she stepped inside, her flashlight cutting through the darkness. As she explored, Sarah stumbled upon an old, weathered trunk tucked away in a corner. Intrigued, she knelt down and cautiously opened it. Inside, she discovered a collection of handwritten letters, yellowed with age. Each letter told a tale of forbidden love, hidden scandals, and family secrets. With each letter she read, Sarah became more entwined in the lives of the house's previous occupants. There was the forbidden romance between a wealthy heiress and a humble artist, the scandalous affair that threatened to unravel a prominent family, and the tragic fate of a lost child. The stories painted a vivid picture of the house's rich history. Determined to bring the truth to light, Sarah immersed herself in research, scouring archives and interviewing elderly residents who remembered fragments of the house's past. The more she delved, the deeper the mysteries unraveled, and the more she realized the profound impact the house had on the lives it once sheltered. Haunted by the past, Sarah's investigation led her to hidden rooms, secret passages, and forgotten diaries. She pieced together the puzzle of intertwined lives, unearthing long-held secrets that threatened to destroy families and reshape history. The cellar became a gateway to a world that had long been forgotten, revealing stories that had remained buried for generations. With each discovery, Sarah's connection to the house deepened. She felt a responsibility to honor the stories and the lives that had been shaped within those walls. The house had become more than just a place to live. It had become a vessel of history, with Sarah as its custodian. Sarah's relentless pursuit of the truth led her deeper into the intricate web of secrets within the old Victorian house. Armed with newfound knowledge, she became determined to bring closure to the stories that had unfolded within its walls. As Sarah dug deeper into the history, she uncovered a hidden room adjacent to the cellar, a place that had remained undiscovered for decades. Intrigued and apprehensive, she cautiously entered the room, her heart pounding with anticipation. Inside, she found a meticulously kept study, filled with dusty books, aged photographs, and crumbling documents. The room seemed frozen in time, a testament to the past that had shaped the lives of those who once called the house home. Among the artifacts, Sarah discovered a journal belonging to a young woman who had lived in the house during a time of great turmoil. The pages told a tale of resilience, sacrifice, and the struggle for independence. It was a story of a woman breaking free from the constraints of society and finding her voice in a world determined to silence her. As Sarah immersed herself in the journal, she couldn't help but draw parallels between the woman's journey and her own. The house, it seemed, had chosen her to be the one to unearth its buried narratives, to shed light on the lives that had once thrived within its walls. Driven by a sense of duty and empathy, Sarah embarked on a mission to honor the lives of those who had come before her. She reached out to descendants of the house's former occupants, sharing the stories and artifacts she had discovered, offering closure and a deeper understanding of their family histories. Through her efforts, families reconciled with their past, healing long-held wounds and finding solace in the knowledge that their ancestors' stories had finally come to light. The house, once a silent witness to the secrets and struggles, now became a catalyst for connection and healing. Sarah's journey within the house and its enigmatic cellar transformed not only her understanding of history, but also her own perspective on life. As the years went by, Sarah became a guardian of the house's legacy. She opened its doors to visitors, sharing the stories she had uncovered, and turning the old Victorian house into a living museum of history and human resilience.